talk about novelty for a minute. You buy these cars, you spend a good chunk of money, you've anticipated it for years or decades or however long it took you to save up the money before you bought this car, because very few people just buy these cars just out of sheer whim that have collections of cars. It's grown. And people like myself, I mean, I've really wanted a cool car for about the last 11 years, since when I started driving basically. And a lot of people don't get these cars until they're 40, 50, 60 years old, and they have a little bit of dispensable money, they have a garage to keep it in, they have a winter car to drive. For me, I committed 100% to this car. I sold my SUV that was four-wheel drive with winter tires, which sounds crazy, but I really wanted this car, and the only way I could afford it and the insurance and everything that goes along with it is I had to have one vehicle. I am a single, or not single, but I'm just one person. I have no need for any other functionality out of an automobile than to drive, and I am extremely confident in this car's capabilities under any conditions. But once you have made the commitment, you've put your money where your mouth is, you don't just think it's a great car, you didn't just see one and think it's cool, you actually bought it. There's this, you know, honeymoon period, this novelty zone that goes on when you walk out and you see this car every single day. And it's like, it's just so overwhelming that you've now achieved this great task in your life, or great goal in your life, that you now own something you've desired that is unnecessary, a complete luxury to own. How long does that bewilderment last? How long are you kind of, I don't know. You know what? Let's change the camera angle. Alright, you guys comfy? I hope so. I like it up there more. I like you guys to see where I'm going and what I'm doing, and just see things interacting. Anyways, we're back. Boom, it's like magic, I know. The magic of Hollywood and Canada. So the novelty, I can say the first time I felt like this was my daily driver was 2 days ago. I was driving home from the gym, I was sitting making a right-hand turn, and it was just like any other day in any other vehicle. I was just making my right-hand turn, and it wasn't a big deal. So I took 10 weeks. It took 10 weeks for the novelty to wear off. I've seen it every day, driving it whenever I want, driving it however I want because it's my car, and doing whatever I want with it. And I can't say it's any less exciting. I think the best part about the novelty wearing off is that I'm more comfortable to push it. It doesn't feel big, it doesn't feel small, it doesn't feel like I have any visibility issues. I know where the car is, I know, like, it's just like an extension of myself. And I must say, it's very nice to be in that spot in the vehicle. Ownership, I mean, even just adjusting the climate control, I mean, familiar with the buttons, and like knowing that if I hit the clock right now, it pops up with a cool clock as I veer all over the road. And just cool, unnecessary things like that. You know, like, you learn all the little details and the little hidden things that take this car from a cool car, and they just amp it up that much more. And then knowing, wow, that Cadillac was sharp looking. Knowing performance and weather and what it's like and what it's going to handle like, and how long the tires take to warm up, and cleaning it, and just everything about the vehicle is very nice. And as you can tell, like, I can very casually have a conversation with you and take some corners at a lot higher speeds than I ever took it in the first 2 months of ownership. This car scared the hell out of me. And the power, I mean, I haven't even hinted at what this car can do. But the power, I mean, I'm usually between 20 and 30% of what the car will put down for power, because after that the tires are breaking loose and this car just becomes an animal on the road, and it's amazing. it's amazing that you can have a really easy to drive car and a really hoonigan of a car. This car has this beautiful little dead spot in the pedal. The first probably inch and a half of travel is just a dead zone, which is information as possible. Drive with care. Thank you, car. It is 1 degree out. That's pretty chilly. So it has this beautiful sweet spot, and at first I was like, I don't know, man, it's kind of weird. It's not like that nice crisp edge to the pedal feel. But then when you get driving it, that inch and a half is the difference between driving it like a car and just losing your license for illegal street racing, which is pretty excellent. And you get a really nice comfortable feel for how much you want to ease into it, how much you want to give it, and how to play with the car, how to tease it, how to tease yourself with the automobile. And it's just such a beautiful balance in this car, and getting to know the transmission, because it isn't automatic. And a lot of people will sit there and be like, oh, you know, whatever, I don't give a shit. The point is, like, when I'm going down the road here, if I just want to tease myself, you blip it, you let off, it downshifts twice, it gives you every little bit of power, you just rocket you, and you can just, like, even when you're going through town, if you just want to, you know, flirt with the crowds, not pull a Mustang and hit them, but just flirt with them, and, you know, I guess, like, you know, show your pride a little bit, kind of like whipping your U-Haul out or whatever. It's fun, and you learn all these little things you can do with it, and how to blip the throttle, and you pull a paddle and you rev match, and you do all this fun stuff with the car, and you feel so at ease with everything. You know exactly what's going on. And that was probably my biggest thing with this car when I bought it, was just the sheer overwhelming knowledge of the numbers. And anytime I'm doing anything, all I can think of is this car wants to kill me. And then when you drive it for a while and you put a bunch of miles on it, it's like, no, this car wants to be my best friend and do anything I want it to do. And that is an absolutely beautiful thing to have in your life, and greatly, greatly appreciated by myself. So I want to thank everybody for the support on the channel, the comments. The novelty of the YouTube is kind of calming down as well. I am starting to become a little more comfortable with posting and not posting different videos. I am working on more unique content and just having more fun with it. We're going to get a little bit more into me. I've talked about the car and I've talked about all this stuff, but I've been through some neat and interesting experiences of my own, and I'm going to share that with you guys, and it will explain more about my love of this car, and of my Harley, and my family, and the family business I work for, and just everything that goes on in my life, and how I ended up here. Because it is a big thing, and there's been a lot of it's so torquey. Whew. Just like when you're starting to feel a little bit tired and you just want a little bit of a pick-me-up, and you just flirt the throttle and it just says, hello, I'm here, let's go somewhere, let's do something, let's destroy a Mustang. Whew. What an awesome, awesome thing. So stay tuned for more videos. If you're stopping by for the first time, please subscribe. Have a wonderful evening, afternoon, morning, whichever time of day it is. I'm almost going way too fast for Mexican speed laws. So, take care, everybody.